My name is David Boje, and I'm going to do some shamanic drumming here. I lead a drumming group once a week, and I got started doing shamanic drumming because my wife's horse was getting really old and really sick, and so I started shamanic drumming. It's a practitioner for horses. I'm going to drum today for a friend of mine who has a cat that got bit up perhaps by a coyote or something, and perhaps it was just when this cat was going after a rabbit. Anyway, so we're going to drum for that, but we're going to drum for the Billy the Kid hideout here that stayed hidden all these years, but now it's becoming known. The recreational vehicles are parking just up here. Gunshots. People are nearby firing guns. That's what we do in the Wild West in New Mexico. So I'm just going to drum a little bit for how this site was once the Wild West. That's true. Billy the Kid, the settlers, the disputes with the landowners, sheriffs, and Billy the Kid played a part in that. So did Pat Garrett. Pluses and minuses. But I want to think back to the time thousands of years before then, when this was probably a cave indigenous peoples stayed in. Animals have lived in here over the years. Now it's got a door on it. It says Billy the Kid. But let's just drum for it. And when you hear the drum, we're sending out good vibrations in the quantum field. Our body is experiencing these vibrations, and we can meditate, leave gunplay behind, go into upper world where our ancestors and spirit guides are, or go into lower world where we have power animals. One of my power animals is the horse that belonged to my wife, Nadia, and another horse that I owned, Silverado. And I have many other power animals. Every time I go to training, I get another power animal gifted to me. Appreciate the power animals down below. We're going to visit them today and ask for conservation of this site and help for my friend's cat to recover. Aho. some of the gunshots in the background. It's actually friends of mine that are really good about picking up the spent shot casings and leaving nothing behind, leaving the nature like they found it. So I did some shamanic drumming here and went to lower world, and Nadian came forward. He's a really good healing power animal to work with the cat, so that happened. And then the images I saw was all of the agencies that care for this place, all the heads and people that agencies were here, state land office, city, county, federal, sheriffs, historians, all the rest of the many organizations that it takes like this and keep it conserved for many. Love for my grandchildren to see this site. And then I was down in lower world, but I was whisked up into upper world, and that often happens when I'm drumming. If something I'm drumming for, if I have an intention and it belongs in upper world, I just wind up there. So grandmother Wilda was there, and her and her husband had been state forest rangers, and they know about taking care of a site, so that was the message. And then to level up upper world for me, Ralph, who sometimes has angel wings, and my confirmation name is Michael Archangel. So yeah. My spiritual name, since we're getting into names, I got a couple of them, is Arihanta from Jane. And granted, your enemies because everyone is your friend. So you make it. I worked with Mike Three Bears, and we did a bear heart vision quest, and I was gifted the name of Surrender to Spirit. One of the things spirit is surrendering to the spirits of nature here, and the birth of the earth and the birth of the universe, and probably before that. So you'll see on some of the videos I do rock divination, where I see rocks here, I see the mountain here that we're on, I see the cave, I see looks like a small squirrel there. So what I do in rock divination is those images that come to me through the aliveness of the rock, the aliveness of my body, the aliveness of this place, and my intention here. And the love of the place, the place is coming through. I turn the rock on the other side, I see I don't know if you can tell, kind of a moose head here. So I don't know that there were ever moose in this area, certainly deer. There's mountain lions up in the mountains way up there on the federal land. So each side of the rock, the old farmers cards would do divination with the rock. So this rock came here. I'm going to put it back now where I found it, and it carries the spirits of the place. And rocks move, rocks have motion, rocks separate, fall apart, and I'll swing around here in a little bit, and you'll see rocks all on top of here, rocks coming down here where the water would flow. These rocks are going into a smaller arroyo and off towards the city of Las Cruces. So the rocks will plunge down into the earth, get molten, rise up. So there's movement to rocks, there's life to rocks, there's life to all the plants. World who give us messages about this middle world and answers in our community. Well, I'm going to go now because my puppy's are a little bit scared of the gunfire, even though I know who it is. And from Billy the Kid Hideout, Las Cruces, New Mexico, a place that has been discovered by recreational vehicle owners who are driving, I would say, illegally on the animal trails up here. And I'm asking that this place be conserved, that the cat be healed, and bring this wonderful treasure. Now, is it real? Is it not real? It could be that this is a hoax, but it has a sign here from the Bureau of Land Management that I showed in my other video saying $5,000 fine for anybody who vandalizes or destroys the site. And so far, this is David Boje signing out. Show you some of those rocks here.